Hello everyone. So today's episode is a continuation of our rules to remember when we use pronouns. Let's begin with rule number 1. Demonstrative pronouns have singular and plural forms. And these are our examples. This man ran for mayor. Another example, these mangoes will be shipped to Manila. The third example, this kind of wood will not last. And the last example, these types of houses are meant for big families. Our demonstrative pronouns are this, that, these, and those. And as we know, this and that are singular, and these and those are plural. And of course, we use them for antecedents that also correspond to their number. That's why we used this, referring to the noun man, which is singular. These is plural to refer to the word mangoes, which is also plural. Another one is this, referring to kind. And these, referring to the noun types. Next rule is we have to be able to learn how to differentiate your from your, there from there or there, and it's from its. Now they might sound like homophones, but they are actually used in different ways. Let's take a look at the examples. In this slide, we have the sentences, your hands are dirty, and you're my hero. The first, you're there, shows possession, and the second one with the apostrophe is a contraction of you are. So if you're confused about which expression you're going to use, try to check if you're supposed to be saying you are, then you could use your with the apostrophe. But if not, and it shows possession, then you could use your without the apostrophe. Another set of examples, their timing is right. They're expecting a bonus. There is a concert here tonight, and he lives over there. In the first one, their timing is right. There shows possession. The second one, they're expecting a bonus. There is a contraction of they are. The third one, there's a concert here tonight. There here is used as an expletive to introduce the subject concert that comes after the verb is. And the last one, he lives over there. There here indicates a place. It is an adverb of place. So pretty much the same concept applies if you're confused. If it's a contraction of they are, or if you could express it as they are, then that would be there with the apostrophe. But if not, you check if it is indicating a place or is an expletive to introduce something, then that could be there, as in THERE. But if not, and it shows possession, then it's there as in THEIR. The last set of examples are the following. Its tail is short, and it's indeed a memorable occasion. The first it's without the apostrophe shows possession, and the second it's is a contraction of it is. Next rule that we have is that the possessive case of personal pronoun is not written with the apostrophe. First example for this diary has no name, but I know it's hers. In this example, the word hers does not have an apostrophe because our possessive case of personal pronouns should not be written with the apostrophe. Similarly, in another example, we have, are you sure it is theirs? Theirs here also does not have an apostrophe between R and S. And the last example, these are mine. Where are yours? Yours here also does not have an apostrophe between R and S. The next rule is the interrogative and relative pronouns who, whose, and whom are used to refer to persons, which to animals or things, whose to persons or animals. The relative pronoun that refers to persons, animals, and things. Our examples, who is the donor of that big sum of money? Who here refers to the donor, referring to a person. Next example, for whom are those beautiful red roses? Whom here again refers to a person. Next example, the furniture which was hand carved arrived yesterday. Here, which refers to furniture, which is a thing. Next example, the mouse that nibbled my tennis shoes is still on the loose. Here, the demonstrative pronoun that refers to an animal, the mouse. And last example for this rule, my cousin, whose boyfriend is in the Navy, plans to settle down. So here, whose refers to a person, which is, in this sentence, cousin. The next rule we have is that pronouns and nouns before gerunds are generally in the possessive case. Gerunds are verb forms ending in ing, and they are used as nouns. So, when there are nouns and pronouns that come before these gerunds, these nouns and pronouns are used in the possessive case. Example, Michael Jackson explained his coming late. Our pronoun here, his, comes before the gerund coming. So we did not use he or him, but rather use the possessive pronoun his because it comes before a gerund. In another example, mother objected to my offering a tip. Our gerund is offering, and the pronoun that comes before that is my, so we did not use me, but rather my, a possessive pronoun. And last example, I think her reading of Shakespeare at an early age is extraordinary. The pronoun her comes before the gerund reading, that's why it should be in the possessive case. Next rule that we have is when two singular antecedents are connected by the conjunction and, use a plural pronoun. When they are connected by the conjunction or, use a singular pronoun. Our example, the muse and her escort are the ones who will make the trip to Hong Kong. The pronoun that we used here is ones, and it refers to the two singular antecedents, muse and escort, and they are connected by the conjunction and. That's why the verb that we used is are, and the pronoun is ones, because we consider the two of them. But when you use or, like in our example, the applicant or contestant that wins the scholarship is he who has the most number of points. In this example, the pronoun that we used is that, referring to the antecedents applicant and contestant. However, applicant and contestant are connected by the conjunction or, so that means that it's just either one of them. That's why we also use the verb wins, which is singular, and the pronoun that, which also is a singular pronoun. Rule number 7 says a comparison expressed by the word than or as is generally an abbreviated sentence. By supplying mentally the missing words, you will see which pronoun to use. First example, I am not as skillful as he or him. Can you guess which pronoun we should be using? The answer is he, because if you mentally supply the missing words, the sentence would run this way. I am not as skillful as he is skillful. The next example is, this gown fits you better than her or she. Can you tell which pronoun it should be? The answer for this one is her, because if you mentally supply the missing words, the sentence would run this way. This gown fits you better than it fits her. This gown fits you. This gown fits her too. But this gown fits you better than it fits her. That's why our answer is her. And the last rule for this episode is avoid the error let's you and I. The correct form is let's you and me. The explanation for this is that let's is a contraction for let us, and you and me is the appositive of the object us. Us is in the objective case of the pronoun, therefore, the appositive must also be in the objective case. So that's it. I hope you learned something. And if you found this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe to my channel to be updated for the next videos. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!